missions unit. We've been studying all of the world religions, and we've been learning about our one true God, and we've been studying the 1040 window. So our students are going to share with you some facts about the 1040 window. They've also individually been studying countries within the 1040 window, and we'll be praying collectively as a group for these specific countries. So we ask you to join us when the students ask you to.
In our Asia unit, we are studying the countries in Asia that are part of the 1040 window and researching what life is like for children from those countries. We are going to share some facts about this part of the world.
The 1040 window is a missions term referring to an area of the world located between 10 and 40 degrees north latitude, stretching from Western Africa to East Asia. 2/3 of the world's population lives in the 1040 window. That is about 4.6 billion people.
95% of the world's unreached peoples live in this area, which means these are the least evangelized countries. Unreached means they do not have the opportunity to hear the gospel message.
In fact, most of the people in the world who have never had a chance to hear the gospel live there. Most people living in the 1040 window couldn't find out about Jesus even if they wanted to.
The poorest of the poor live in this area, about 80%. Some rural villages in China live on $150 a year. We spend that on one trip to the grocery store.
This area is also the heartland or center for major world religions like Islam, Hinduism, and Buddhism. There are 724 million Muslims, 787 million Hindus, and 240 million Buddhists in the 1040 window.
Only around 8% of foreign missionaries serve in these restricted countries. Why? In much of the 1040 window, missionary visas are simply not granted for foreigners. Many missionaries to these countries choose to be tent makers, which means they live and work in a country doing a job they are trained to do, and then share the gospel with people as they become their friends.
Only about 1 penny out of every $100 given to world missions goes to help the 1040 window hear about Jesus. But there is hope. Christian TV programs can now be received in many closed countries. In 1989, there were only 4 known Christians in Mongolia. Now there are over 10,000.
The country with the fastest growth of the gospel is China. It is estimated that 10,000 people become Christians there every day. China has pledged to send 100,000 missionaries to the unreached peoples.
The country I researched is Vietnam. Though there is no main religion in Vietnam, people are free to worship what's called the 3 teachings, which include Confucianism, Taoism, and Buddhism. Vietnamese food is a blend of Chinese and Thai that incorporates seafood and homegrown vegetables. Vietnam has many amazing and fun sports, such as soccer, volleyball, and my personal favorite, table tennis. Vietnam has been ruled by a number of countries like Japan and France, but eventually, after the Vietnam War, it was declared its own country and remains communist to this day.
The country I have researched is Afghanistan. Their main religion is Islam. Their favorite food is palau, made from rice, sheep, and goat meats. Their favorite sport is soccer. They are famous for their Muslim temples.
South Korea is a country I have been studying. Confucianism is heavily influenced on South Koreans, while there are few Catholics. Long ago on the Korean Peninsula, tigers roamed, but they were hunted down quickly by traders who wanted their bones for medicine. South Korea has 1,294 citizens for every 2 miles.
Please take a moment to pray for these countries. Amen. Thank you for praying for these countries.
The country I'm researching is Israel. 75% of the population are Jewish. Jerusalem is located in Israel, and it is known as the Holy Land. In Jerusalem, Christ rose from the dead. Israel's Dead Sea is so salty that no plant or animal can live in its water.
I've been studying the country of the Philippines. 86% of the people practice Roman Catholic. There is an endangered species called the pelican in the Philippines, which is a giant killer. Filipinos eat rice for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They have only 2 seasons, the sunny season and the rainy season.
The country I've been studying is Turkey. Their main religion is Sunni Muslim. 2 of their favorite foods are kebabs and Turkish delight. Soccer is their most popular sport. Turkey is on the continents of both Asia and Europe.
The country I have been studying is India. Their main religion is Hinduism, and their favorite food is called kultsbura, which is a deep-fried bread with tomato sauce. Their favorite sport is karate, and their form of money is the rupee.
Please take a minute and pray for these countries. Amen.
The country I researched is Pakistan. Their main religion is Islam. The capital of Pakistan is Islamabad. There are many different animals like the Indus river dolphin, the snow leopard, and the woolly flying squirrel. One common food is nihari, which is a curry made from beef and spices.
The country I have been studying is Thailand. About 90% of the people are Buddhists. The food in Thailand is influenced by Chinese and Indian cultures. The money is called the baht. In Thailand, rain falls almost every day between the months of May and September.
The country I've been studying is Japan. The majority of Japanese people practice Shintoism, the Shinto religion that believes that there is spirits in all nature. You may know Japan for their awesome sushi, and they're well known for the beautiful cherry blossom trees.
Please take a moment to pray for these countries.